Hey guys and girls, Game Cam here, and I'm just going to be doing some live gameplay on Swift War. And I thought I would just quickly talk to you guys. Look, this guy looks a bit like Trevi. From the back anyway. On the front he doesn't look so much. But someone's obviously Blabchoco's recently come out, and a lot of people have been talking about groups and things like that. A lot of people are setting up their own. Some people have asked me to join theirs. Nyanzak is talking about making his own. But obviously it's this new collaboration group, Blabchoco, and they started doing this sort of thing. And obviously TF2 has been going for ages. Blabchoco has restarted. This is their version 2 because they originally had a little group they had going. Shoot that, thank you. Let's do that. Oh, he's dead. This is not good. Yeah, that was never good. But it got me thinking about these sort of groups and whether they're good and whether they're bad and whether you should join them if you are doing YouTube. And you know, first off, obviously, because I think these sort of things, if you look at Blabchoco originally as an example of this, is the fact that started off pretty good for them, but the fact that they had issues because of the fact that they fell out. They had a disagreement, and then people sort of went their separate ways, which I think is also like one of the things that is very key, is the fact that you get on with people in the group if you want to be doing this. Because if you have like disagreements and that internally in the group, people will just like not like, oh, I won't go to this event because someone else is, you know, this guy's going to the event or something like that, and you start getting like internal sort of struggles going on in it, which is obviously not productive to the group. Seriously. Oh, you! Yeah, seriously. But you get people disagreeing and people don't, you know, agree on it. So you have disputes which can cause people to go, oh, I don't want to be in the group anymore because, you know, I don't feel it's being, you know, it's not useful to me, or things like that. So, you know, you don't always get people, you know, getting along, which can drive through lots of problems to the group, and generally make it a lot harder to be, you know, as productive. And obviously these sort of groups you have to rely upon, like, you know, they're sort of supposed to be there to try and get you guys to sort of do things more together. Because that's the other thing. Because like they do say that obviously these sort of things are for you know, collaborations and getting people to work together and things like that. When actually, like, is these sort of things really necessary? Because of the fact that oh, medic, have my babies. You just saved my life there. That was so close. But you know, you sort of start to think these things really necessary for like collaborations, because like a lot of the guys, that's the thing, because the new version of Blabchoco, a lot of the guys are all in a you know, all know each other, so it's sort of like, is this really necessary, you know, to have this when, oh, come on, I'll punch you to death. Thank you. I'll punch your corpse to death. Oh, rip in peace. But the advantages of it, for the fact that obviously you do sort of have these people in your part of this group, and you might meet people you don't know, and you might be able to sort of have these like help organise these sort of big events. But I think they're kind of like a little bit pointless, because of the fact that like I've organised events and stuff and gatherings and things like that, and we don't need a group for it. I mean, like, you can have like a Discord or some of you in. And you know, you sort of just, you know, talk about it. You do it if you want, but there's not like, I think with these sort of things, it might pressure people into wanting to do things when they really don't want to do things. So people might be like, you know, they're like, oh, you've got this event here, and then if you just don't feel like turning up for a while, then you might get people that just like, you know, don't want to be involved, which I think is like, you know, a massive shame, and could put pressure on people, and they don't really need that kind of pressure. I think it should be more of sort of a fun. So I mean, the Blabchoco, the new one, I think will work well because they all know each other anyway. But I don't think, like, I don't know. I think it's also the problem with the fact that, like, there's sometimes too many cooks to boil the broth. Seriously, Demi? Oh, yeah. Son of a cuss word. But you know, within sort of numbers as well, because the fact that you don't sort of like, it kind of just turns into a kind of cluster, like sort of no one kind of gets through and no one really gets to know each other because there's just so many people, you know, so much stuff going on, so many people. It's just sort of gets a little bit confusing, which I can see happens to a lot of them. I don't know. I think there's better ways of doing it sometimes. I think that they could try and improve the sort of system they're working on with it. But if you are going to join this group, I would say that you definitely have to make sure that you're doing it with the right people. Because if you go get along with the guy, then you're just going to be, you know, you're not going to want to come to anything. You're not going to want to, and it has to be like someone, I think you have to like trust a person, to not like do something, you know, silly or stupid, or, you know, make it an uncomfortable experience that you don't want to then take part in. Oh, what? How much health does that soldier have? 25. 25. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of ways of going about getting collabs, and I don't think that's one of them. I think you should talk to people, maybe message them, and actually just generally have a chit chat with them, because you don't have to go into the collaboration thing straight up top. I think a lot of people put too much emphasis on collabs. I've said my opinion on collaborations before. I'll have a link to the video probably for that in the description or the comment section or something like that. But like how I view collaborations. But I think they should be something you should actually like go out and enjoy, and not something you should feel forced to do. And I think like when me and Ryder do collaborations, it's like, because we're both generally pretty chill, so we just, you know, go play and chat. Whereas obviously if I was doing a collaboration with someone I don't know, then, you know, I just, you know, I do what I can with it, but it's not nearly as, you know, relaxed, or I don't take maybe as much time as out as I, you know. Oh, what? Wow, that's such a turn on the spot so fast. I didn't even know I could aim around there. Go, engineer. I believe in you. So really, you should just like go to like other YouTube, because over YouTube or Discord, quite a lot of obviously people take inspiration from, you know, other YouTubers, which is understandable, and I think it's probably a good thing. But so you can meet a lot of other people from there that you can try and sort out. I mean, I did consider about setting up my own group for these sort of things, but I don't know exactly how I would do it and how people would like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys should try? But I sort of like, I think rally call Discord as well, you can sort of use for that sort of thing. But generally, I don't think it's kind of necessary in a lot of levels. So I don't know. I think these groups are nice if you're with friends and you're just gonna like fuck off, lol. But if you're doing it because you feel like you should, or you're just doing it to try and build yourself up, then don't. If someone, feel free to say no. You know, if someone says, you know, join my group, and you don't want to, then don't. You know, don't feel like you have to. No means no. You know. Have a voice, kids and boys and girls. Use it. Feel free to say no to people. Come on then. Come on then, son. Come on in. Go on then. If you think you're hard enough. Come on. Who wants some? Who wants some? You want some? You want some too? Get absolutely freaking destroyed. And that's it, boys and girls. So join the groups if you want. All in all, I think they're a bit redundant, really. But yeah, see what they're more of sort of a publicity sort of thing. But yeah, it's up to you. Catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed.